Did you know that studies show nearly 65% of men unknowingly display behaviors that actually decrease desire in women, even if they're confident or successful? Today, I'm going to reveal the psychology of desire, what truly makes a woman crave you, backed by science, human behavior research, and relationship psychology studies. Whether you want to deepen attraction or understand how desire works on a biological level, this video will give you actionable insights that actually work. Desire isn't just about looks or money. It's a sophisticated interplay between biology, psychology, and behavior. Research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology shows that women's attraction is strongly influenced by both emotional connection and subtle cues of confidence, unpredictability, and social intelligence. From a biological standpoint, neurotransmitters like dopamine, oxytocin, and testosterone are central to how desire forms. Dopamine spikes when anticipation and novelty occur, which explains why mystery and challenge can increase attraction. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, strengthens emotional attachment during shared experiences. Studies in Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience confirm that higher oxytocin levels correlate with stronger feelings of emotional desire in women. But biology is only part of the equation. Psychological studies highlight the role of emotional resonance and subtle behavioral cues. Women are drawn to men who display confidence without arrogance, humor paired with intelligence, and social proof that signals reliability and respect. Interestingly, research from the Evolution and Human Behavior Journal notes that unpredictability, done right, can trigger excitement and craving, as the brain links emotional arousal with attraction. By the end of this video, you'll understand the key triggers that create irresistible desire, so you can apply them in your interactions consciously and effectively. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more science-backed insights into relationships, intimacy, and human attraction. Let's unlock the secrets of desire together. The science of desire. Desire is far more than physical attraction. It's a complex interplay of biology, psychology, and subtle behavioral cues. In women, the brain's reward and bonding systems are key drivers of craving. Neurotransmitters like dopamine, oxytocin, and testosterone play pivotal roles in how desire forms, often without conscious awareness. Dopamine, commonly known as the pleasure chemical, spikes when anticipation, novelty, or challenge is present. A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that dopamine activity increases when individuals encounter unpredictability or subtle tension in social interactions. In practical terms, this means that when you are slightly unpredictable, not chaotic, but intriguing, you trigger a natural surge of interest and excitement. Women unconsciously associate these dopamine spikes with pleasure linked to your presence. Oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, strengthens emotional attachment during shared experiences. Research in Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience indicates that women with higher oxytocin levels report stronger feelings of closeness and desire toward partners after emotionally engaging interactions. Simple actions like meaningful conversation, light teasing, or shared humor can subtly increase oxytocin release, fostering a deeper craving beyond physical attraction. Testosterone is another factor, not just in men's physiology, but also in how women perceive masculine energy. Studies in hormones and behavior suggest that women are drawn to men who exhibit confidence, assertiveness, and ambition, which are often correlated with healthy testosterone levels. Importantly, these traits don't require over-dominance. Rather, they are expressed through body language, tone, and consistent decision-making. From a psychological perspective, emotional resonance amplifies desire. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology demonstrates that women experience stronger attraction when a man's behaviors evoke positive emotions, like amusement, admiration, or intrigue, combined with moments of vulnerability or authenticity. This is why charm without depth often fails. The brain craves meaningful emotional engagement paired with anticipation. Interestingly, the challenge factor plays a subtle but powerful role. The Evolution and Human Behavior Journal found that when women perceive a man as slightly elusive yet reliable, it increases desire. This doesn't mean playing games. It means cultivating an air of confidence, maintaining independence, and occasionally letting moments of anticipation build naturally. These triggers activate the brain's reward circuits, creating craving rather than simple liking. In short, desire isn't accidental. It's a biological and psychological process that can be influenced through behavior, emotional intelligence, and understanding of human neurochemistry. By leveraging dopamine, oxytocin, and subtle cues of confidence and emotional resonance, you can naturally enhance the magnetic pull women feel toward you without manipulation or artificial tactics. Emotional triggers that create craving. Desire isn't just physical, it's profoundly emotional. Women's attraction is heavily influenced by emotional triggers that create a craving for connection. Understanding these triggers can help you cultivate deeper attraction without manipulation, grounded in science. One of the most powerful triggers is emotional arousal paired with positive reinforcement. Research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology shows that experiences that create excitement, surprise, or mild tension when paired with positive emotions enhance desire. For example, sharing a spontaneous adventure, playful teasing, or a witty remark can elevate dopamine levels, linking your presence to pleasurable emotional experiences. Over time, the brain begins to crave these moments of emotional stimulation. Attachment styles also play a critical role. Studies in attachment in human development demonstrate that women with secure or anxious preoccupied attachment styles tend to respond strongly to emotional availability combined with subtle challenge. This means showing empathy, understanding, and attentiveness while also maintaining your individuality and personal boundaries can heighten desire. Overly predictable or constantly available behavior, on the other hand, can reduce emotional tension and, paradoxically, craving. Mystery and unpredictability are subtle but powerful tools. The Evolution and Human Behavior Journal highlights that moderate unpredictability, such as occasionally surprising a partner with a thoughtful gesture or a new perspective, activates the brain's reward circuitry. This isn't about playing games, it's about being dynamic and interesting. Women are naturally drawn to partners who evoke curiosity, intrigue, and emotional engagement. Shared vulnerability and emotional resonance amplify desire. Neuroscientific research indicates that emotional bonding releases oxytocin, which strengthens attachment and craving. When a man can share authentic feelings, demonstrate empathy, or respond thoughtfully to a woman's emotions, it fosters a sense of emotional intimacy that the brain interprets as a rewarding and desirable connection. Emotional resonance, therefore, is a biological driver of craving. The balance of closeness and distance also matters. Psychologists call this the approach-avoidance dynamic, where a combination of connection and respectful independence increases desire. A study in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that partners who maintain their own interests, social networks, and goals are often perceived as more attractive over time. This independence creates subtle tension, which paradoxically strengthens emotional craving and long-term attraction. In essence, desire is not just sparked by looks or money. It's a complex interplay of emotional arousal, vulnerability, and the brain's reward systems. By understanding and applying these science-backed triggers, you can naturally cultivate craving in women, creating a deeper and more meaningful attraction that lasts. Behavioral traits women find irresistible. Desire is not only about biology or emotional triggers, it's also shaped by observable behaviors that signal confidence, intelligence, and social competence. Women subconsciously evaluate these traits when assessing attraction, and research shows that certain behavioral patterns consistently increase craving. Confidence without arrogance is one of the most significant traits. Studies in personality and individual differences demonstrate that women are drawn to men who display self-assuredness, calm decision-making, and consistent values. This doesn't mean dominating conversations or being overbearing. Rather, it's expressed through body language, upright posture, steady eye contact, and calm tone of voice, paired with decisive, thoughtful actions. Confidence signals competence, stability, and security, which are deeply attractive from both a psychological and evolutionary perspective. Humor and emotional intelligence are closely linked to attraction. Research published in Evolutionary Psychology shows that women perceive men who can make them laugh as more intelligent, creative, and desirable. Humor signals social awareness and the ability to navigate complex social situations, while emotional intelligence, like recognizing a partner's moods or responding empathetically, enhances emotional resonance. The combination of humor and empathy creates a sense of connection, safety, and intrigue that fuels craving. Social proof and status cues also play a subtle role. A study in Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that women are more likely to be attracted to men who are respected within their social circles or demonstrate competence and skill in their passions. Social proof doesn't mean flaunting wealth or power. It means showing commitment, skill, and reliability in ways that are visible and natural. Achievements, hobbies, and a strong social network subtly communicate value and increase desire. Ambition and purpose are highly influential as well. Research in Frontiers in Psychology confirms that women often find men with clear goals, discipline, and personal drive more attractive over time. Purpose signals long-term stability and the ability to provide meaningful engagement in life and relationships. It's not about bragging, it's about showing passion, consistency, and focus in your actions and lifestyle. The art of subtle challenge is another behavioral trait that increases craving. Women are more drawn to men who combine approachability with a degree of independence. The Evolution and Human Behavior Journal highlights that men who maintain boundaries, personal interests, and selective attention create a natural psychological tension that heightens desire. This isn't manipulation, it's the balance of availability and autonomy that makes your presence more magnetic. In short, women's desire is amplified by a combination of confidence, humor, emotional intelligence, social proof, ambition, and subtle challenge. These traits interact with biological and psychological triggers to create lasting attraction. By consciously cultivating these behaviors in a natural and authentic way, you can dramatically increase your magnetic appeal without resorting to gimmicks or tricks. Mistakes that kill desire. Even when you understand the science of desire, subtle mistakes can quietly reduce attraction. Women's craving isn't just built by what you do, it's also influenced by what you don't do or do excessively. Understanding these pitfalls is essential. Over-availability is one of the most common mistakes. Studies in Journal of Social and Personal Relationships show that excessive predictability or constant accessibility can reduce excitement and craving. When a man is always immediately available, it signals a lack of independence, which diminishes psychological tension, the very tension that fuels desire. Creating subtle boundaries and maintaining personal space increases anticipation and makes interactions more rewarding. Predictability and lack of novelty also harm attraction. Dopamine, the pleasure chemical, spikes when anticipation or novelty occurs. Routine, over-familiar behavior can lead to emotional habituation, where the brain no longer associates your presence with excitement. Incorporating variety, whether through spontaneous activities, new conversations, or light surprises, keeps emotional arousal high, reinforcing desire. Neglecting emotional connection is another critical pitfall. Women often crave both emotional intimacy and challenge. Research from Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience confirms that oxytocin release, triggered by meaningful connection, enhances desire. Men who focus solely on physical or surface-level traits without engaging emotionally often reduce long-term craving. Simple gestures like attentive listening, thoughtful questions, or empathetic responses can dramatically strengthen attraction. Displaying low ambition or lack of purpose can unintentionally reduce desire. Studies in evolution and human behavior show that women are naturally drawn to men who demonstrate drive, consistency, and long-term goals. A lack of ambition signals stagnation and reduces perceived value, which in turn diminishes craving. Demonstrating passion, commitment, and focus, whether in career, hobbies, or personal growth, can restore magnetic appeal. Overmanaging or controlling the relationship can also kill desire. Attachment and evolutionary psychology research indicate that women respond positively to partners who combine reliability with autonomy. Excessive neediness, over-controlling behaviors, or lack of independence reduces natural tension, which is a key component of desire. Maintaining your own identity, hobbies, and social networks keeps interactions dynamic and attractive. By avoiding these subtle yet impactful mistakes, you preserve the balance of emotional connection, challenge, and novelty that fuels craving. Desire thrives on the interplay of excitement, authenticity, and respect for boundaries. Neglecting any of these factors can quietly erode attraction over time. To recap, the psychology of desire is a blend of biology, emotional triggers, and behavioral patterns. Dopamine, oxytocin, and testosterone shape craving at a neurological level. Emotional arousal, mystery, and shared vulnerability amplify attraction. Finally, confident behavior, humor, social proof, and ambition create irresistible appeal, while overavailability, predictability, and low emotional engagement quietly kill desire. By consciously applying these science-backed principles, you can cultivate a natural magnetic presence that women crave without manipulation, gimmicks, or deception. If you found this video insightful, hit the subscribe button now for more science-backed relationship and attraction strategies. Turn on notifications so you never miss actionable tips that can change the way you understand desire and connection.